You're not going to want to miss this episode of the AI Show where we talk all about what's new in Azure AI Foundry Summer Edition 2025 with my friend Piyush. Make sure you tune in. Welcome back to the AI Show. It's summer, it's hot, and we've got a ton of Azure AI updates. Hotter than my laptop fan after a 400 row Excel VLOOKUP. These are the jokes. Joining me today is Piyush, VP and Head of Core AI Applied Engineering, who is here to break down everything from a brand new model release to features that make building, tuning, and shipping AI faster than ever.
Yeah, thanks, Seth. Always great to be here. And yeah, this was a big month, starting with something we know developers have been waiting for.
All right, let's not bury the lead.
Yeah.
Last week, we announced general availability of OpenAI's new flagship model of GPT-5 in Azure AI Foundry. This is more than just a new model. It's the most powerful LLM ever released across key benchmarks. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, GPT-5 is our most capable model yet. It's better at complex reasoning. It's more reliable with following detailed instructions. It can handle broader, more nuanced tasks, amongst other things.
Yeah, and that's cool. So it's basically like GPT 4.1 went on a summer retreat just like me, read 300 books, and came back ready to lead the debate club. Is that right?
You know, I think that's one way to put it. I think developers can use GPT-5 today, through the API or integrate it directly into applications. It's optimized for enterprise workloads, so you'll get all of the Azure benefits, security, compliance, and regional availability.
And I hear it's also more efficient with tokens, so you can run bigger prompts without blowing through the budget. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. And it plays well with our agent and orchestration features, which makes it great as a backbone for multi-step, multi-agentic scenarios.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But there was also one more announcement that I'm super excited about. We talked about this in an earlier show, something called Model Router. Is that right?
Yes, model router. So developers can use the model router in Foundry models to really maximize the capabilities of GPT-5 family of models, and actually in other models in Foundry models. And while saving up to 60% on inferencing costs with really no loss in fidelity. It's powered by a fine-tuned SLM under the hood, and the model router evaluates each prompt and decides the optimal model based on complexity, performance needs, and cost efficiency for each task. Let the model router pick the right model so that you can build your AI-powered applications with ease.
And that's pretty cool because it's like acting like as an agent in front of the models to be able to route all of that stuff. I feel like there's a lot of stuff there. We should have a full, Rhiannon, we should have a full deep dive episode on GPT-5 soon. But for now, let's talk about the other updates that might have got buried under the new model headlines. GPT-5 was the big drop the mic moment, big mic drop moment. But this month isn't just about one model. There's a ton of other announcements that deserves their own spotlight, starting with something I've been dying to try, enterprise scale research automation. Is that true?
Yeah, right. I mean, we launched deep research in Azure AI Foundry. It's now in public preview. Think of it as like OpenAI advanced research agents, plugging them directly into Azure Enterprise, like grade our platform, and giving developers the ability to automate web scale research with full governance, transparency, and composability.
So instead of just manually Googling with Bing for hours, you can have an agent plan, gather, and synthesize everything for you with source citations baked in. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can start with a research query. The agent scopes and clarifies it using GPT 4.0 or 4.1. It grounds it in Bing search to pull in like high quality, up-to-date data. And then O3 deep research models steps through the analysis, pivots as needed, and delivered structured, fully auditable reports. And that's important, the auditable reports.
Yeah.
And because it's API and SDK based, you can call from anywhere, right? A business app, a workflow and logic apps, or even part of a multi-agent chain where like one agent researches, the other one builds a slide deck, a third emails results. I mean, it goes on. It's pretty.
That's
pretty
really
amazing.
cool because I know we released a research agent, but this is like an API code based research as a service for your entire org for a dev.
Yep. And you can still get enterprise controls like security, compliance, and observability, like no black box magic, like happening. Every reasoning step and citation is traceable.
That's amazing. All right. So what's new? What else is new for builders?
Well, we also rolled out RFT observability, and for those who don't know, that's reinforced fine tuning with auto evals, and that's now in public preview. Like if you ever run a fine tuning job and you wished you could ever see like what's it doing right now, like while it's training instead of just waiting to the end, like this is the feature for you because you can get real-time checkpoints with grader scores, so you can spot issues early, like adjust your grader logic and like avoid wasting time and budget.
And that's cool because usually with like large machine learning jobs, because that's effectively what this is. I usually tell people put it in over the weekend and then it's going to do whatever. And then, but sometimes that means that you spent a lot of money over the weekend doing the wrong thing. Now you can actually watch as it does the work.
Yeah, no, exactly. And for that, we're also adding quick evaluations or quick evals to stored completions. Like it's a single click way to score the model responses without spinning up a full evaluation job. And it's really perfect for like rapid iteration and side by side, like model comparison.
Yeah, and I love that, right? Because previously, if you wanted to babysit the job, you'd have to sit there and watch the output as it goes. But now you can have, it's like a mini like eval, like let's do like a little checkpoint with evaluations. I think that's really cool. Instant feedback without having to break your flow or sit there and watch that.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. And like for folks who are doing more custom assessments, there's like a new Python grader, like in public preview. And if you it lets you like write your own Python function to evaluate specific aspects of a model's output, right? That's really big. And the structure, tool usage, whatever your scenario demands, and then return like a numeric score.
Oh, and that's actually even better because like sometimes you want to like I found a silly one is, for example, how many times like the apology metric, how many times the thing, maybe you don't want that, or maybe there's a specific, make sure that the answers are language specific. You can make your own evals as the thing is trying to make sure it's doing the right thing. And the other thing is talking about a way to host pre-production models more cheaply. Tell us about that, because I know that like before we're in production, we want to make sure to test something out, and sometimes full production, kind of like there's dev, there's test, but there's like the one before staging. Is there a way to do like staging kind of stuff?
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, like you hit it right. Like there's the developer tier, right, for fine-tuned model hosting, which is now generally available, right? So you don't have to go spin this up in production, but it's available in all Azure OpenAI regions, right? Supports over 20, we support over 25 regions for training and testing. And it works with all GPT-4.1 series models. I think it's just a great way to confidently test and refine before you go into full production, right?
I love the idea of a dev tier. I love the idea of the dev tier. Sorry to interrupt. So Summer is not just about one new model. It's about making the whole AI building process faster, more transparent, and more affordable, right?
That's the idea.
All right, GPT-5, deep research, RFT observability, quick evals, Python grader, and cheaper model hosting. Summer is officially stacked, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and all of it's live now. So check out Azure AI Foundry, try the new previews, and let us know what you build.
I love it. And look, if you want to get started, go to ai.azure.com. That's where you can find Azure AI Foundry. It's amazing. Also, there's a blog post you need to check out. I'll put it below. What's new in Azure AI Foundry? That was the July edition, but we're just wrapping it all into the summer. And then there's a blog post on GPT-5 and Azure AI Foundry. The future of AI apps and agents starts here, so make sure you check that out. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, Piyush.
Yeah, great to be here, Seth. Thanks for having me.
And thank you so much for watching. We've been talking all about what's new in Azure AI Foundry, Summer Edition 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care.